The following program was produced by the United States Courts.
Hello, I'm Javier Hernandez with the United States Courts. Every year across the country, federal courts open their doors to student visitors. We caught up with a high school group that entered a courtroom and experienced what it's like to be a judge. Their job? To sentence a young man, a teenager just like them, who made a bad choice.
Okay, so this is going to be the case of the United States versus Tim Jones.
A high school junior is charged as an adult for setting off fireworks in a national park, causing a forest fire. Suddenly, he's face to face with a federal judge. His future is on the line.
I'm sorry, and I hope that nothing like this ever happens again.
Lucky for him, this is only a simulation, a sentencing scenario developed by the U.S. courts as part of an educational outreach initiative. It's an experience that allows students to interact with judges and lawyers.
All that they've been exposed to is what they see on television and what they've studied in their books. Now they finally had the opportunity to come see the procedure, but also see that the judges who are making these decisions and handing down these sentences are human beings too.
I think it's very important for young people to get a first-hand view of our system of justice and what goes on in these courts that are indeed the people's courts.
As District Judge Emmett Sullivan prepared to hand down his sentence, he asked for input from the students on every possible option in this complex case. He shared his thought process in making a serious decision that, no doubt, will affect the 17-year-old defendant forever.
Judge Sullivan, he was really compassionate about what he was doing. He was really sympathetic. He was human.
The judge took on a very teaching role for them and was very accessible to their questions and helped guide them to understand the process and to put some humanity behind the process.
On TV, you sort of see judges as being very robotic, very one motion carried out after the next, but he was very emotional, very kind, very relatable.
During sentencing, Judge Sullivan heard from Tim's parents, his coach, and friends, all played by students. They discussed the many issues considered in sentencing that judges deal with every day.
They didn't just address the crime, they addressed the possible impacts on his life, which was sort of something I didn't expect. I expected it to be crime and punishment, very black and white.
In this sentencing hearing, Tim Jones avoided jail time. His sentence included probation, restitution, and community service.
It's actually a very good way to introduce them to our system of justice and what their future role as jurors will be.
While the students may not remember the details of the case, the chance to participate in a realistic federal court hearing will have a lasting impact on how they view the courts and the job of judges.
It's all part of making them better citizens, much more informed citizens, and to us, that's the biggest part of our job.
I think they will think this is one of the neatest things they did in DC, particularly the Q&A with the judge, to ask him what's it like from his point of view.
It's a golden opportunity to educate them about what goes on in the courtrooms and hopefully keep them from falling into the category of good students who make bad decisions.
To find out more about programs like this, visit the Educational Outreach page on the U.S. Courts website. Reporting with the U.S. Courts, I'm Javier Hernandez in Washington.